Good evening. This is CTV News for Thursday, June 21st. I'm Denise Douglas.
And I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us this evening. Well, it's 2 life sentences plus 40 for Darren Boswell Johnson, the man convicted of killing his girlfriend, Nashante Davis, and their 2-year-old daughter, Chloe. It was a crime that shocked the region. It was February 2nd, 2016 in Fort Washington. Investigators say Johnson killed them to get out of a child support order. Davis was shot in the side. Chloe was shot in the head twice. The judge told the courtroom today that what he did that day contradicts what it is to be human.
Conduct that we sentenced today really did represent sheer evil. And the defendant in this case stood in court today after having executed a 26-year-old woman and putting a gun to the head of a 2-year-old and shooting not once but twice, and stood today in front of this family without any remorse, without a single apology, without acknowledging what happened, and maintaining the same demeanor that he has had throughout this complete case. And
we've been asked several times, is this closure? It's not closure to us. This will never close. It will never end. This is something that we will continue to feel for the rest of our lives. But we will also forever hold their memories close and dear, which will help us get through this.
And when asked if he had anything to say, Johnson said, "No, Your Honor." His attorney said he plans to appeal because his client was falsely convicted.
A day after President Trump signs an executive order ending the separation of families at the border, there seems to be still lots of confusion. This was the scene on Capitol Hill yesterday as protesters demonstrated against the president's policy. Gustavo Torres of CASA calls the executive order a good first step, but says he has some serious concerns.
This executive order is a window dressing. Let me explain to you why. We don't know anything about what is going to happen with the 2,300 kids that disappear. Where are those kids? That executive order don't say anything about that. So we are demanding, and we are going to keep marching and rallying until the 2,300 kids are going to be with our families and with our kids. So that is a very, very important that we need to know where are those kids.
Torres tells us that a huge rally is planned for in front of the White House.
Less than a year after deadly clashes at a white supremacist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, the organizer is seeking federal approval for another demonstration, this time across the street from the White House. Jason Kessler, organizer of the Unite the Right rally, would hold the event in Lafayette Park. If approved, it would be held on August 11th and 12th, the one-year anniversary of the deadly rally in Charlottesville. In the request submitted to the National Park Service, Kessler estimates that 400 people would attend that demonstration. Well, a pedestrian dies after being struck by 2 vehicles in Suitland last night. Prince George's police say 62-year-old John Poole was walking in the 4900 block of Allentown Road around 9:30 when he was hit by 2 different cars traveling southbound. Poole was pronounced dead after being taken to the hospital. Drivers of both vehicles remained on the scene.